Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are. Welcome to another edition of the England Rogers Sports Hour on Love Bay Afrobeats Music Talk Radio. A lot to speak about as usual, Roger. Some
Good morning,
tr-
man. So much going on in this world of sports, as always.
yeah, it's a lot going on. There's a lot of cricket going on. There's some golf going on, President's Cup.
Yes, yes.
Tennis going on. Coco Golf is changed, as we talked about last week. She
Yeah,
changed her
coach.
coach, but she's winning. So
She
it's a
just
good
started,
thing.
so yeah, let's see how long it goes for.
Yeah, we have to see how long it goes. But she said she's happy, she's comfortable. It was time for a change.
Yeah,
So
and she's
let's
right
see.
about that. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. You got to change it up a little, right?
Yeah, you do. You have to change it up. You can't, as they say, doing the same thing over and over and expecting different
Different
results.
results. Yeah,
It's
sign of
not really.
madness.
Yes. So she has made some change. So yeah, we're gonna start with the golf, Roger. Don't know if you
Yeah.
watched any of the golf President's Cup
I
golf.
didn't get a chance to watch it, but I've been following it a bit in terms of the summers.
Yeah, I watched a bit yesterday. I was in and out, and I watched a bit, and I got up and watched a bit. It started late this morning because of rain in
Rain.
Montreal,
Yeah, yeah.
but it was good to see the U.S. dominated the first day, and then the internationals came back the second day.
Yeah, the US fell asleep. They started off what 4-0 or something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
I was like,
it
oh, it's
was.
over.
Yeah, I thought it was over.
But it's not.
People were saying, "Why show up? Why play?"
Why even bother?
Yeah,
But
but
then they found out why.
yeah, the international came back. It's now 5-all,
Yes,
and four matches already started this morning.
yes, yes. It's
Three
gonna
are
be an
tied.
interesting day.
Yeah, three are tied, and internationals are up in one of them.
One
So
of them, yeah. That's a one hell of a comeback.
it is a hell of a comeback. And actually, Tom Kim, who's playing with Sue Kim, and they're leading Keegan Bradley and Wyndham Clark. He said the Montreal crowd was a bit too quiet. He wanted them to make more noise.
They're a little stiff
So
over in Montreal.
yeah, he said it. He said he know it's a golf loving country, but they're
Yeah,
so
yeah.
quiet. They need to make noise and say something.
He
So
wants to build up vibes out there, man. Get the crowd
yeah,
into the game.
yeah, you have to because they seem to enjoy the team golf a lot.
I noticed that, and like anything else, you play sports as well, and you're part of a team. Nothing beats out being on a team and that team winning. It's
Yeah,
tremendous. It's a tremendous feeling, especially if crowd is with you.
it is. It's when you're playing by yourself, it's just concentration after
You
concentration.
focus and
Focus.
make sure you don't make a mistake, and you got to do it for yourself and your family, and it's different thing. But when it's a team, it's about you and your friends, man, just doing it.
It's focusing, but it's a very good vibe actually
Yeah,
out there. So I'm interested to see how the rest of the day goes because some
for sure.
interesting matchups out there. You got Scotty Scheffler with Colin Morikawa. They went up early, but then it's now tied 2-5, and Tony Finau and Xander Schauffele. I think they had an opportunity to go up, but they didn't, and it's tied.
Yeah.
And now internationals are up again. And another one, so Patrick Cantley and Sam Burns versus Matsuya and Sunjae Im, and
hmm
both they lead 1-0 to two. So the Americans have some work to do.
They have a lot of work to do. I think they're probably in shock right now to see that they were up 4-0 and now they're tied.
Yeah, and I think that's it. They're totally in shock. They can see the captain's face yesterday whenever they focused on him.
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah.
look happy at all. So,
It's hard, because team sports has a lot to do with momentum as well,
hmm
and you can see that this momentum shifted. And unless the US does something spectacular, they may never catch back that momentum, and the internationals probably will just roll away with this.
yeah, it's just about probably also the correct combinations and who's comfortable
Correct.
with it. Because
Who? Yeah,
you
yeah.
got a guy like Scotty Scheffler and Colin Morikawa. You think are the world's number one, and I think Colin is in the top five.
Five.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so you think
They
that they would
should be
lose?
winning,
Yeah, but it's not
but
happening.
but they're not. They're not. They're under stress.
Yeah, and Patrick Cantley and Sam Burns who normally play well from week to week. That it's just
Yeah,
a different vibe. So
it
we'll
is. It is.
keep you updated and see how those go. And yes, it's interesting. I really enjoy watching the team go.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
It's for sure. I don't know if you're going to talk a bit about the Formula One. I don't know if you watched any last weekend.
No, I saw the results and I can see the trend has become what is Lando Norris going to do? It's all
Yeah,
about Norris right now.
yeah, it's all about him. Yeah, it's whether or not he can catch Verstappen, and
Verstappen. Yeah.
Verstappen is getting frustrated because he's saying he's
Oh.
going to quit because he was sanctioned for
For
swearing.
swearing, I know he didn't like that.
Yeah, he didn't like that. He said if that's it, it's going to speed up his exit from F1, right? So,
I think he's a sore loser, though. I think when he's winning and he's, oh, I just have a coffee and a donut. Now he's
yeah,
losing, he's swearing, he's going to quit, all of that stuff. So he needs to man
yeah.
up and take on. Norris is on a roll right now. Show how good you
Mhm.
are, Mr. Verstappen. Take him on. Show how good you are.
Exactly, exactly. That's all you need to do. You just
Yeah,
not
stop
get
complaining
sweat.
over there about quitting.
Yeah, he's just about 40 points ahead,
Yeah,
42
and that,
points
that
away.
evaporates very quickly, as you know.
Yeah, it does. So he's not happy at all. And Charles
No.
Leclerc is coming up behind as well.
Yeah,
And if
yeah.
you don't win, then, well, he's
So
not
yeah,
happy.
he's now looking around, and it's not one guy coming; it's a couple of guys coming, and
Yes.
maybe these others. Well, the Mercedes guy seems to be falling back, but yeah, at least those two are coming at him.
Those two are coming at him. Mercedes, yeah, they're down a bit. Hamilton's 174, Russell 155 points. I think Piastri is actually not too far behind, and it's McLaren also. He's 237. So
Yeah, he's right there, man. Yeah, yeah, Piastri. I know they have to make a choice between Piastri and Norris, and they chose Norris. So
Norris,
yeah,
yes, he did. Other news in Formula One, Roger. Ricardo has been replaced at Red Bull by Lawson. And
I'm not sure about that move. It's a good move, you think?
well, they're saying they're looking for the future.
Yeah.
And they're saying he's 35 years old. They're looking to the future. They're looking to see how Lawson fits in for the next 6 races, I guess, left to go.
Yeah, but I
And
mean, since when 35 becomes old?
I know, I mean,
This guy probably have a good 8, 10 years left. What are you talking about?
exactly. I mean, Hamilton is nearing 40, right? And racing
Yeah,
well.
and he's still going and getting new contracts. I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just an excuse. Something else must be going on there
Going
at Red
on,
Bull.
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and he said, yeah, he's just, he hasn't said much. He just basically said he's loved the sport his whole life, and it's a wild and wonderful and been a journey.
Very,
That's
yeah,
yeah.
it's true.
So he's, I'm sure someone will
Oh
pick
yeah,
him up
yeah,
at
yeah.
some point. Yeah,
Good driver, decent guy. So for sure they'll find a spot for him somewhere.
hmm they will for sure. And taking a week off this rest this week, and then back at it
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
as I said, six to go. So it's getting to the point now where you're gonna find out is Norris gonna catch him? Is Verstappen gonna find a way to keep going? It gets really interesting from here on in because from week to week, the results are gonna be extremely important now.
yeah. Actually, just looking at the calendar, they do have a couple of weeks off, right? Because
2 weeks.
they're
Yeah.
2 weeks. Yeah, they're back at it in the US
Yeah.
in Texas, so on the 18th. So yeah, some change break time for Verstappen to think about it. Time for Norris maybe to get in his head some more.
Get some more. Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah,
Because he's in his head right now.
he is definitely in his head.
That's in his head right now.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay, I don't know if you want to chat a bit about what have you been the tennis in China? Is it
Yeah,
China?
yeah, they're in China. I mean, the boys over there in Japan, but yeah, no, for sure. It's interesting to see, Coca Gauff say, you know what, change coach, Naomi
Hmm.
Osaka, change coach, and they both started off winning. So maybe it's a sign that they did the right thing, as you're saying. But I mean, I think it's too early. But the good thing what I noticed, they both look happy.
Yeah, they both look happy, and yeah, the one. I mean, golf was a bit close. I think she's now tied with she's tied someone with the most wins under 21
Yeah,
hardcore.
yeah.
Yeah, so she's probably gonna pass it because she's still just
Oh,
20.
20, yeah, she has a way to go. No, she's definitely going to pass it.
Yeah, but I think I didn't watch the game. I just looked at the score. It looked a bit
Score, yeah.
close, seven
Pretty
five
close.
six three. But
Yeah. That's a good game, it's a competitive game.
it is competitive. So let's hope that she can get better and she's more comfortable and enjoying it and see
Yeah,
her in some more finals at some point.
for sure, for sure, for sure. Well, getting back to Osaka for 1 second, as you know, she hired the ex-Serena coach, right?
You're right.
And she said she did it because she wants to have no regrets. So you know what? She's willing to put herself on the line here to say, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for one of the best out there. Let's see how she goes. I'm curious because I think talent-wise, I think I mentioned, I think she has the complete package in my opinion. Uh, so she had a child and she lost maybe 2.5, 3 years of not being very competitive, but she's doing everything she can to get back to the top, and I really love that.
How difficult do you think it is when you've taken so much time off to get back?
You know what? I think, and I'll switch over to Shelly and Fraser Price for a second, because when she
Mhm.
took off to have the baby, she came back and she struggled for a year.
Right.
It's difficult to come back. It's your whole routine has changed, your whole body has changed. It's your whole how you deal with people has changed. So a lot of changes. It usually, in my opinion, takes a year after coming back to start finding a rhythm again. And I
Hmm.
think she's at that year now. So let's see how she does.
Yeah, she's won back-to-back games.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. And
she's
looking happy, as I said. So which is good to see.
yeah, she's looking quite happy, and that's the important thing. I believe
Yes,
when it comes to any sport, you just have
any
to be
sport.
comfortable.
Let's be comfortable and happy, and you're gonna see victories.
Yeah, and that's the men's side. So
Yeah.
far,
So yeah,
mm,
our favorite from Montreal, our girl Alias team.
yeah,
We lost in the first round to Nishioka.
yeah,
Like, what's going on there? I mean,
big
I don't know.
big
He,
surprise actually.
he's too inconsistent for me now, man.
Yeah,
I think I stuck with him, but I mean, this loss is something I'm not happy about because I don't know what happened here.
yeah, I honestly don't know, and he's really going through a rough patch, and I don't
Yeah.
know if it's not a patch anymore because he's been
Yeah,
he's been losing consistently at many of
I
these
don't know.
tournaments. Yeah,
I really don't know. I really don't
and
know.
I think either you need to take some time off or also get
I
a
think he
coaching
already.
change.
I think maybe the coaching change is probably what he needs. I think he already took some time, and I thought, as I
Mhm.
said, I thought he was tired, but took the time he came back. He started playing okay, but then he doesn't really go very far except for that one tournament where they cheated him. So
Mhm.
it's, but he hasn't done much. He needs to make a change and smell the coffee. I would say right now.
Yeah, he needs to do that. Yeah, he's not consistent at all, but he's got yeah, something has to happen. Something
For
has to happen
sure, for
quickly.
sure.
He's just be one of those guys who was very talented but never
Never
reached.
fulfilled, yeah,
Yeah,
much of it, which is always unfortunate to see.
and Alcaraz he's going ahead pretty good so far.
Rolling along,
Rolling
rolling
along.
along. Yeah.
He's another one that's inconsistent, but
Yeah, he wins enough to say, well, at least he's doing some of what he's supposed to do. But the
yes.
way he came into this is like he's going to be better than everybody else. And he does show it in flashes. But
Hmm.
I will say, although he's winning and he has won Grand Slams and all of that, I think he's a disappointment because his inconsistency is shocking. When you're on top, you're supposed to show that you're the top guy. And he doesn't do that as often as I think he should.
No, he doesn't, and I think yeah, he needs to do some more work and definitely be more consistent. He said he watches Roger Federer a lot of his videos and tapes to try to be like him, but
Uh,
he's a long way off, I think.
Long, long way off. Because when Federer was rolling, he was rolling, and everybody knew he was rolling. Nobody
Mhm.
wanted to play him. I think everybody right now think they have a chance against Alcaraz because they're not sure if he's going to bring his A game or his C game.
Yeah, that's so true. We'll keep an eye on the tennis. You're
But
listening to the. Go ahead.
just before we jump on the tennis, I think Sinner, he said he's
Mhm.
surprised because WADA and the World Anti-Doping Association, they've launched a doping appeal against, because he got off scotch-free, as we spoke about last time.
Yeah, we
So
did. Yeah,
they've launched an appeal against it, and he said he's surprised. What is he surprised about, Ingle?
you should not be surprised because I mean it's a doping infraction, right? So
Exactly. Everybody else sees it. What is he talking about, surprise? I
yeah,
hope WADA wins that appeal.
yeah. I hope they do because it's he got off too easily.
Way too easily. Way too easily.
Yeah, I mean everybody should who says it's the coach or the physio's fault should get off.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Wrong precedent set.
So yes, definitely. Yeah, I was gonna talk about a bit about the WNBA because it caught my interest this year. The playoffs. I've been
Yeah.
watching the playoffs. I saw things where ticket sales are through the roof this year
Yeah.
compared to
Yeah.
previous years. I watched Connecticut the other day play, and it was actually fun to watch. Because
Good.
Connecticut with Indiana, you've got Caitlin Clark who
Yeah.
done well. She's been the rookie of the year.
Yes. Yes.
She played very well, but she's gone home. And in her exit speech, she said she don't know what she was gonna do with herself because it was out of college, straight into the pros.
Pros. Now she has some time.
She has some time, and then she said, "You know what? Maybe I'll go play some golf."
Find
So
something to do, Caitlin. That's a good
yeah,
thing.
she didn't know what she was gonna do with herself, but of course, the other wins, no surprise with Las Vegas, and then
Yes.
everyone's looking forward. Everyone that I
Vegas,
talked to said they're looking to that matchup with Vegas and New York.
New York. That's what
Yeah,
everybody's waiting for.
yeah, I guess AJ Wilson. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
big matchup. Yeah,
It's gonna be interesting
uh,
to watch.
yeah. Is it AJ or Aja? How does she pronounce her name?
I say Aja.
Aja. Okay,
Yeah.
because A apostrophe J A.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, she's something to watch. She's been good all year. She's got 1,000 points for the season.
Yeah. She's
But
breaking records, man.
yeah, and they only play 40 games, I think, for the
Yeah,
season.
it's half of what the men play, pretty much.
Yeah. Soon the women are gonna make a fuss and say, "Hey, equity, we gotta
Ah,
play 82 games."
give me those 82 games.
Yeah.
I don't know who would want to play so many games, but yeah,
No,
make
that's
it
too
to another
much.
round. So who
Yeah.
knows?
It's a lot of basketball even for the men, I think. But
A lot, a lot.
the arenas are filled night after night, so there must be a formula while they figure that's the amount they need to play.
Exactly. And yeah, they're making enough money off it, so they bargain for it. So yeah, they find a way to make it work for them.
Yeah, they do. This any other thing you want to chat about before we get into a little bit of cricket?
I think that covers it. Yeah, I think that covers it.
Okay. Oh, well, actually, one more thing I wanted to talk about that.
Hmm.
Last week we spoke about the fight, and we were both thinking it
Oh,
was
the
going to
fight.
be.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
We both thought it was going to be a walkover
Yes.
for AJ,
Uh-huh.
but
Yeah.
oh man, it was just one-sided the other way.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think I don't know. Maybe he got overhyped. I don't know.
I don't know. Even when he was walking out, he just didn't look himself. He just and
The
I
vibe
think
wasn't there. It's like he
yeah,
lost before he even came out.
yeah. And the commentators are saying his ring walk was so lethargic. At
Yeah,
one point, it looked to me like he tripped over himself and he was walking
yeah,
out.
yeah.
And
I don't know. Something wasn't right with him, and I disappointed because I was looking forward to seeing something exciting, and we got nothing.
yeah, it was nothing. I mean, Du Bois was just all over him and
Beat him up. Just
beat
beat
him
him
up.
up.
And
It's like what's happening here? It's like I don't know. So
yeah,
disappointing, but yeah, sometimes you see them coming out, and the body language tells you exactly what they're coming out with. And he came out. You could see he's coming out with very little.
yeah, I did. And as usual, when you lose, it's need a rematch. That was
I
his
gotta make some
first.
more money.
Yeah,
I know what a rematch is. Oh, money's on the table now. Who
money's on
knows?
it.
That's what it is about.
Yeah,
Come back and win, and I don't know. Who knows? Sometimes it's
yeah,
all a game.
it could be very well. It's I just take things as sport now. I used to be so
Take it
upset,
serious.
and when the
Yeah,
person that I'm supporting loses, I get
loses.
angry. But I just look at it now as entertainment.
You know what? It took me a little while, especially for some sports, to get to that point, but I'm there as well, where you know what, it means very little. People show, they don't show, they do, they don't do. It's just entertainment.
Yeah,
Enjoy it, whatever you're getting.
they're gonna go the next day and start the party and have fun
Exactly.
while we are worrying about
Worried
them.
about it. Yeah. Yeah. And they made the money and we made nothing.
Exactly.
So
Yeah. So
it's
just move on.
exactly.
So yeah, so you're listening to the England Rogers Sports Hour on Love Bay Afrobeat Music Talk Radio. And Roger, let's get into some cricket, some CPL. We already know who are the four teams in the playoffs, but they're
Any surprises
basically
for you?
no surprises at all. Antigua and St. Kitts never seem to have got out the starting blocks, really.
I think they're still in the starting blocks for sure.
They just never looked like teams that would challenge
Do
for
anything, yeah.
position. So just a matter of teams now jockeying for position. The thing what surprises me right now is the Barbados Royals.
Yeah.
They were leading, but then they seem to be stuck and they're not playing very good cricket in the last few matches that they've played.
A little surprised as well about them because yeah, usually when Barbados gets going, they keep going, but yeah, they've lost their rhythm a bit.
Yeah, they have lost their rhythm. And right now you've got a match going on, which is a top of the table clash between Amazon Warriors and St. Lucia Kings. So
Yeah,
that St. Lucia Kings a bit of a surprise that they're at the top of the table.
yeah, that's a surprise for me. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's and they did talk about it too. Maybe it's Julian Alfred.
Yes.
So maybe they're on a high note. You know, she went back down there, and I think they dedicated one of their wins to her.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you're going to talk about the
Yeah,
homecoming that she had when we get to track and field.
track and field. But yeah, to see
It
that
was
the
really,
cricket team
yeah,
dedicating their victory to her is like, you know what? Maybe that's the vibe that I was saying, why are they doing so well? So, you know what? Sometimes the
hmm
vibes in your country just lifts the whole country.
yeah, that's so true. And some people are saying Sammy's not good, but Sammy's probably proving us wrong.
You know what? I reserve my comments about Sammy, but I mean, he has been doing well enough, so nobody can say anything about him.
Yeah.
He became captain of the West Indies, people said things. He became coach, people said things.
hmm
He's playing, people said things. And he's found a way to do what he needs to do.
Yeah,
So I
he's
think
found a way.
the people just need to shut up now because he's proven.
He's found a way. People started saying, "Oh, he doesn't have coaching certification. He doesn't have the."
He doesn't have
But I don't believe at that level it's about certification. I think it's about
never is.
man management and how you can do plan and stuff like that. So
Being sharp, seeing what's
yeah,
happening, know how to
yeah.
adjust quickly and all of that stuff, understand who's playing for you. So I think he has adjusted really well.
hmm
And he has done a fairly decent job. So people just need to leave him alone.
Yeah, they do. They just need to leave him and let him do his thing.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
Yeah. So the other teams, they're in the mix. We've got the Trinbago Knight
Yeah.
Riders. They are in third position behind.
I thought they would have been number one.
I thought so too. They seem to have the strongest team, but then third, they've got they played 9 games. St. Lucia 9. Guyana's only played 8. I guess. What do you think about this? I don't like the fact that say St. Kitts and Antigua they were finished like last week.
I didn't quite get why they did that. I think it's
Yeah.
not unfair to them.
Yeah, it is unfair. You need to get the teams playing right too. So they're done while the other teams have a chance of knowing what I need to do to catch up and
catch
get
up.
there. So
They need to balance it better than that because it provides an unfair advantage, I believe.
yeah, it does. Like it seems like I know they want to have the games in their home, the most of their games in their home territory, but
Yeah.
to get to be finished way before everybody else.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, it's not. So I hope that the organizers will look at that. But we'll continue watching the CPL and we'll update you because next weekend is the big cricket played louder, biggest party in sports. So
Yeah.
so
True. So who are you looking forward to? You think Barbados is going to find their rhythm?
I don't think so. I believe I'm going with St. Lucia and
Really?
Guyana to get into the finals.
Guyana is always dangerous and they're
Guyana.
looking very decent, I must say. But I don't know. I think Trinidad is gonna find a way, but I always I'm scared of Barbados because they have a very very solid team.
Barbados has a solid team, but as I said, they seem to be, unless they're going to pick it up because they just went backwards.
Yeah,
But they have the capabilities of
yeah,
picking it
yeah,
up. They have some,
for
as you said,
sure.
a strong team. Batting, you have Jason Holder coming in at number 7 or 8.
Seven, yeah, yeah,
So I,
decent.
yeah, decent team. So let's see if they will pick it up.
Yeah,
And but I think for Trinidad and Tobago, they depends a lot on Puran and
they do. But I mean, what better guy to depend on though?
no one better than Puran to
Yeah,
defend
right
that.
now. What
Yes,
about Nareen?
but he didn't play the last 3 games. I'm not sure the reason, but he
Okay,
just sat out the last 3 games, and maybe he just resting because they already made it through to the finals,
finals. Yeah, yeah,
to the final playoffs start.
playoffs,
So maybe
playoffs.
so maybe that's why he's rested.
Yeah.
So we update you on the CPL as it go along. And next week we'll probably be discussing who's in the finals. So
Yes, we'll know by next week for
we better
sure.
best show. Some test match cricket's been also going on, and I think I'm a bit surprised at the results with the Sri Lanka and New Zealand test matches.
Uh,
Sri Lanka won the first test quite easily, I would say, and then they look like they're going to go 2-up in the 2-match series because 602 for 5 declared, see 3 centuries,
yeah.
um, and 88 all out New Zealand and batting a
I didn't
second.
get. Yeah, I've only lost in this 88. It's like, what happened here? I've not seen that. Yeah, it
I
must
don't
have been a
know.
very long time
It's
since
been a
all that.
long time since that. Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
sorry, Chandamal, he got 116. Mendes, both Mendes, got 182. Kamindu
Yeah,
Mendes 182 and 106 for Kusal Mendes, and
yeah.
yeah, they just and second time batting they won 99 for 5, so they're still trailing by 315 runs.
Yeah, no, it's over in my
Yeah,
opinion.
it's basically over unless it rains. So
Yeah, they need help from above right here. But I don't know. New Zealand and all has been, in my opinion, an average team that overachieves. So maybe
mhm.
the averageness is just catching up to them.
Maybe, yeah, it's the same players that they've had over and over, and
Yeah.
they're not they never, as you said, they've never been that greatness. It's just
No.
Kane Williamson
Yes.
who is getting on in age,
Age now. Yeah.
so it's really not a lot when
No.
you look at it from after Kane Williamson's gone, who's there?
Who's really there, right? That you can say is a star. Really nobody.
Yeah, there's not anyone really. Ravindra, who they thought will come along, he's just 24, but he's had a horrible time
Yeah.
so far in the series. So I agree with you. It's just they look like they've been playing just like an average team.
Yeah. Yeah. Kudos to Sri Lanka. I mean, yeah,
Kudos, yeah,
they're doing what they need to do and they're doing it impressively. So
and at home, no better place to do it.
great. Yeah. Yeah.
Other test series going on: Bangladesh versus India. India up 1-0.
Yeah.
The second test match, very little cricket has been played so far because it's just 2 days of a lot of rain. So
Yeah. The weather. I think you can call off this one.
yeah, Bangladesh 107 for 3, but persistent drizzle
Yeah.
have just made them stay off the pitch most of the time.
Yeah.
Um,
This game is not gonna go.
India finding fast bowler after fast bowler. There's Akash Deep, not even Bumrah getting the wickets, who's the one that they're talking about now.
Yeah.
So
You gotta give them credit. I mean, you know, as a kid growing up, India didn't talk about fast bowling.
no, they didn't.
It was
Didn't.
just spinners, and they spin you all day. But now they're way more balanced, and they're producing decent fast bowlers.
It was just spinners and Gavaskar. You heard about it.
That's about it.
Yeah.
That little man at number one,
Yeah,
he was
that's
something special though.
that's what you heard about. But now it's a bunch of fast bowlers.
Yeah, yeah, different time, and they've adjusted.
They have adjusted for sure. In ODI series, South Africa and Afghanistan. Afghanistan won that one 2-1. Any surprises there, Roger?
You know what? Not really.
Are they catching up?
Slowly. I think they're getting there now, finally.
I think so. And a lot of teams are
Finally.
not like Rabada didn't play. I think a lot of teams are trying to look at what for the next World Cup and giving experience to a lot of younger players who they
I
think
think, yeah.
would be in the mix.
I think this
Yeah.
game has changed a bit now. They're resting players more. They're looking to the future more because
Hmm.
they have all these World Cups or whatever to play for now. So, yeah, it's a different approach. So it's good for the game because it exposes more and it allows the veterans to have even longer careers. So, yeah, I think it's a good move overall. And South Africa, right? Doing their thing.
Yeah, South Africa. Yeah, they making their plans, but I'll see. Hopefully, eventually, they will get back on track, and I'm sure they will because they have some good players.
They have
And
some decent players for sure.
some of their best players, like the Cock, they have chosen not to play in that series. They stayed in the Caribbean and played
Yeah,
the CPL. So
yeah.
I think if they have their best players, they will be much better
I
team.
believe so as well. And I think, as I said, I think they're doing the right thing by just exposing who they need to expose and save them for the big days.
Yes, and South Africa's been doing that a lot because even in the Test series against New Zealand, most of the top players didn't go to that
Didn't,
series.
yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah,
I mean, I hope they don't overdo it, but yeah,
yeah,
it's not a bad idea to take that approach.
that's true. In the other ODI series, well, Challenge League 2, which was hosted here by in Canada, Canada won all the four games, so puts them back on the top of the table, Roger. So they're
Oh,
16
they're,
after.
they're on the roll now. Congrats, Canada.
Yeah, Canada's back on a roll. We'll after losing the Netherlands. They've turned things around at home.
Good.
And that's what you've got to do. And another team that's looking good is USA because they won 4-0 in Namibia to in that series. And
Okay, okay, okay.
they're behind Canada. They've got 12 points, but they're four games less than Canada. So USA looking good. Canada are 8-4, USA 6-2,
Two, yeah.
Netherlands 6-2, Namibia 5-7. There, so teams that Nepal, Oman down at the bottom there, not a big
Yeah.
surprise to me.
No surprises
UAE
there.
also. UAE had actually a surprise win over Namibia in this tournament.
True, true. No,
So,
that's true.
but yeah, it's been going well. And the T20 start today at King Cities with Canada and Nepal. And
Okay. So you assume it's a good way for Canada to run over them today? It's a good day for that?
it should be the condition. I think it's going to depend a lot on the condition. It's kind of cloudy. Who wins the toss might have an advantage.
Advantage, yeah. It's cloudy
Both
today.
ways cloudy,
And with
but
some small drizzles as well.
yes. So if it's a normal game, Canada should win. But T20 is a different kettle of fish. So
Anything can happen out there.
anything can happen. Anything can happen. Yeah.
You have a good power play and you take off, or you have a bad power play and you die very quickly. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's not my favorite form of cricket, but it's the way that the world is going. So it's just I
yeah.
was actually talking to some youngsters the other day, and they were talking about one day we're gonna see a T5 and a 5 over, 5 over, T10, T5 over, and
Now we know.
one person even said, "Don't be surprised it comes down to a 1 over, just a super over match." And I'm like, "Wow."
That's funny. That's
Yeah.
some Generation Z talking that way, right?
Of course, yes. Yeah. They don't want to take the time to do anything.
Anything. So 1 over is good enough for them.
Yeah. They don't have the attention span to watch anything
But
else.
3 overs, I know. Crazy,
Yeah.
crazy, crazy time.
Yeah. Quickly, in some news and notes so we can get on some track and some soccer. ICC Women's T20 World Cup starts on October 3rd. Teams are playing warm up matches now.
Next week,
Um,
man.
Next week, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing some that. I'm hoping that West Indies can come good. I think they're in a good group. I think they should come out of that group, but they're in a group with Bangladesh, England, Scotland, South Africa, and West Indies.
Yeah.
And the other group is Australia, India, New Zealand, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka, which to me is a little tougher. But
It's a little tougher for sure. And I mean, I will admit, I like the team that the West Indies has going into this competition. I
mhm.
think they have their stars, they have veterans, they have people who know how to win. So I just believe that we're going to see a really good showing from them this time around.
Yes, I think so, and I think they're gonna do well. And just as long as they gel together, then I think they'll be okay.
Yeah. And that's why I
And
mentioned veterans, because I think that should happen. They should know
yes,
that they need to, and I think it will happen.
yeah, they should. And happy for Marissa Aguilera, the former West Indies wicketkeeper, and she was captain at one point. She's been given
Yeah.
the prestigious Hummingbird Medal, the Gold Award in
Or,
Trinidad and
yeah.
Tobago. So that is something. It was done on the 24th September. Cricket West Indies congratulated her, and it's all for her hard work that she's done with youth and
Done.
stuff. And, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Good
very
lady.
good to see her. Yeah,
Not
and
afraid to give
Dwayne,
back.
no, not afraid at all. And Dwayne Bravo, he's jumped ship, if you want to call it that. He's now shift from CSK, and he's now the mentor of
I know
KKR.
KKR. And he officially retired too. Officially.
Officially retired. I mean, never think I would see the champion have tears in his eyes, but he did. Yeah,
Brought him to tears.
more than to tears when he walked off. Yeah, but
Yeah, yeah.
happy for him. He had a good career,
A great
and
career.
yeah, and he's gonna now mentor all KKR
KKR.
teams.
One of those, and I think Chris Gales has it as well.
Yes,
Effective on
Chris.
and off the pitch and have an impact on and off the pitch. So happy
Yes,
for Dwayne.
I saw Chris Gale with a strange, looked like an ad, but it was done kind of strange. It looked like he started a construction company. I don't know if it was just a TikTok or a social media post, but
I didn't see that one. But you know what?
yeah,
It
but
may not. With him, and everything is possible.
yeah, so
Anything
it
and
is
everything.
possible. It is quite possible. Maybe he's seen some opportunity in Jamaica or elsewhere and decided this is something that I need to get into.
Yep. Not a bad business to get into, and
Yeah.
he has the dough to do it.
Yes, exactly. Yes. That's it for me for cricket. I don't know if you have anything else to add.
Yeah, I had one question to ask you about cricket. So,
Hmm.
Modi over there in India, the IPLs, he
Yeah.
blasts cricket's 100 as a big fat Ponzi scheme. Now, I don't know why he went that route, but are you in agreement with him, or he said they're overly
Well,
optimistic for these numbers that they're putting out and all that stuff. So I don't know. What do you
wow.
think about his thoughts on this 100 thing? 'Cause I don't think that's taken off the way many people thought it would.
It hasn't taken off. And I think the English, they're trying to sell, I think they've sold most of them to the IPL owners.
Yeah, yeah.
And as you said, he blasted as a Ponzi scheme. I mean, that's going, that's going,
That's a little harsh, I must say.
yeah, it's kind of a bit, yeah, it's a bit hard to say, harsh to say that, but it's really not taking off. I didn't see the need for 100. I thought T20 was fine. England just wanted to be different.
Different, yeah,
They
exactly.
wanted to do something else, and I just don't agree that it is the right way to
Yeah,
go.
I don't think so
And
either. And the fact that it hasn't taken off has proven us right. That's just not the right thing to do.
yeah, and
It's been a few years.
yeah, it says they projected what 72 million,
Yeah.
and then yeah, it's I don't know. It's
Like, what are you smoking over there? What are you talking about?
I watched the games like, off and on, but I just can't get into it.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
And we watch T20, and it's not, if you check out them on the overs, it's not very, very different. But at the end of the day, it's like two different games.
Hmm.
Very, very different. Very little motivation for this 100 right now. I don't know. Maybe something has to happen for it to change. But for right now, I'm cool with the T20. Not cool with the 100.
No, I'm not cool with 100 for sure. And I think one of the reasons you can probably saying because they're going to trying to get all this private investment
I
into it.
know.
So
Exactly.
yeah, but
I know
yeah,
why he's pissed off about that for sure.
he's pissed off. Yeah, and especially the fact that some of the IPL owners are showing interest in
Yeah.
purchasing, most likely. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, we were. I don't know. I just, as I said, I can't get into the 100, and I just wish it would go away.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been hanging around for a bit now. It
Yeah,
needs to go. Unless, as I said, something changes, I won't put it past them. But right now, as it is, very little motivation.
and the English are actually pushing for the 100 to be the one that's accepted by the
Yeah,
Olympics
Olympics. Yeah,
to play it. Yeah, but I don't think it's the thing.
it's an easier selling point to say it's 100, but other than the marketing side of it. Yeah, I don't know.
It's nothing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, that's it for me in cricket. I think we got about 20 minutes to go to talk some
Yeah, we
track
can
and
talk some
field.
track and field and see what's going on over there. So,
Some,
running on the track we thought was going to be ended after the Diamond League finals, but on Thursday night in New York City, Icon Stadium, we had the Athlos NYC meeting, and this is the brainchild of Alexis Ohanian, the husband
hmm
of Serena Williams.
Right.
And basically, it's an all female event, which was
Mhm.
very unique. They just brought together 36 elite female athletes and $60,000 for each winner.
Yeah, and
Well,
some
go ahead.
surprises there.
Yeah, because, well, first of all, I mean, the stadium was sold out.
hmm
Lots of energy, celebrities were there, and then the races were intense. A little disappointed at some of the big names because I say, no, where were America's top female athletes? Where's Shakari? Where's Sydney?
It's just yeah, they didn't show.
So they did talk a little bit about that too. And so from an entertainment value and getting rave reviews from the athletes, it did well. But
hmm
the questions here about if it's going to be long term. But you're right. On the track itself, there was a couple of surprises. Of course, the biggest surprise is going to be the face of this games. She's the one who actually encouraged them to put this game out there, which is my girl. Her name is slipping me now. Gabby Thomas.
Gabby.
Yeah,
Okay.
so she's the one who drove this to happen.
hmm
She had all the ads, she made all the money from this, and everyone expected her to win, including myself, because she's
I did.
probably my
Yeah,
favorite athlete. And she lost the 200-meter race.
I was surprised.
I
Very
was
very
like,
surprised.
what is going on here? So big surprise. Brittany Brown, who was second to her
hmm
all year round. Everywhere you run, she beats Brittany. And this time around, the last race of the year, Brittany Brown found her. And the shocking thing for me was that Gabby was in front when they entered the straight. And normally, I don't think I've ever seen her lose a race when she's leading at that point.
No one normally catches us. I
No,
was really
man.
surprised. Yeah,
Brittany Brown found a gear on her down the straight, 22
yeah.
1 to win the race. So, it was close, but you know how it goes, close but no cigar. So, kudos
hmm
to Brittany Brown. She won that 200-meter race. We saw Faith Kipyegon, the superstar, world record holder in so many events. As expected, she took the 1,500 meters. No problems there. Talu, Mario Jose Talu,
Yeah.
so a lot of people thought she was injured at the Olympics because I think she came off on stretcher or something. And she hasn't won many races this year, but I guess with $60,000 on the line, she found a way to win. So
Found a
she took
way.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That was a little bit of a surprise to me how impressive she won that race.
And was it 10? What 10:98?
10:98.
Mhm.
Yeah. So she's the one who went on the 11th. So she looked good. She was very impressive winning that.
Happy
Another
for
one.
her.
Yeah, very happy for her. She's one of the nicest young ladies on the circuit. Another one that wins a lot, and she did as well as Marilady Paulino. So she hasn't really lost a 400-meter race for as far back as I can remember. And she did find a way to easily win again over Alexis Holmes from America with Nassar from Qatar, from Bahrain, sorry. She was in third. So, the Olympics, it was Paulino over Nassar, but, I don't know, Nassar seems to be dropping back a bit, and Alexis Holmes found a way to be there. So, a nice top three there. Jasmine Camacho Quinn, she was in that 100-meter hurdles, and in my little opinion, I think she underperformed at the Olympics, but she found a way to start winning, and she won the Diamond League, and she came here and she won again. So she got $30,000 from the Diamond League. She got $60,000 from Athlos. So I guess it's been a fancy week and a half for her.
That's yeah.
$90,000 in a week and a half. That's the
In a
type of
week
money
and
we
a
need
half.
to be making. So that's the type of money we need to be
Yeah.
making.
Short. Yeah, in a short time.
I tell you, man. But it was a good meet. Still looking to see how it's going to go. But some nice races. I think they need to expand it a little. But for starters, they did well.
Yeah, it seems like it did very well for starters, and I'm happy to see that. Because the other one that I thought is seemed to be moving very slow is the one that's the brainchild of
Michael Johnson.
Johnson. Yeah, it seemed like from what I read, is only 7 athletes have signed up. So
Yeah, I think he signed 3 yesterday. I think he signed
Okay.
all three hurdlers. Comanche Quinn, Serene Sambali from he signed the top three from the Olympics. So yeah, he has to do it meticulously because he has to make sure he gets the right people. But they're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to participate in I think it's 4 events or something like that.
Oh,
But they have to
okay.
participate in all of them.
Oh,
So it's
gotcha.
making sure that the right people are there. So I think he's trying to do the right thing. So it's interesting to see. But yeah, it's a lot of more millions, a 3 point something million for his
Mm-hmm.
Grand Slam events, but it's more than one event. But big money is going to be there as well. And I think he has a shot of being successful. I really believe so.
That's good. And do you think they'll add male to the Atlas?
Yeah, that's another thing I'm saying they have to expand a bit because yeah, you know what though, there's a market for just females, so who
Mm-hmm.
knows? Who knows? Um, but yeah, they didn't have like a 400 hurdle, so maybe they could add that as an
The
event.
400, yeah.
They had the 800, Mary Mora, but at the end of the day, I think yeah, there's a lot of additions if it's going to keep it on the track. So I don't know, they should have males in my opinion as well, and same events the women do, the males should do.
Actually, I didn't even remember about this event, and then I saw the results. And I'm
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah,
I thought, just as you said, everyone, I thought track was done,
done. Yeah,
Diamond League. So,
correct,
yeah.
correct. Yeah, this event it got promoted fairly okay, but they didn't go splashing all over the place, which I think they should have. But they still
Mhm.
got a crowd that they wanted. So, but yeah, for a regular guy, a lot of people didn't know it was happening.
Yeah, I mean, when you have stars like Serena involved and her husband,
There you
you're gonna
go.
get you're gonna get
You
the
gotta get the
top people.
celebrities showing
The
up, right?
celebrities will show up. I mean, they show up for the U.S. Open tennis. They're gonna show up, and I think this is gonna just get bigger and bigger.
I think so too. It's gonna grow. It's gonna grow, and I think it's gonna grow with a lot of hype around it because of who's involved.
Yes, and I saw something where they said I didn't see it, but they see he mentioned the father that the daughter has the athletic abilities of her mother, and she ran on the track or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's gonna be that little talk that that's gonna be interesting to see. It's something we can watch for
Mm-hmm.
to see if she actually becomes an athlete. But yeah, for now, she's
Most
way
of the
too small.
times, most of the time, there's too much pressure, and the kids don't
Thank
even
you.
bother.
They don't want to get that pressure, so they don't even bother doing it.
Yeah,
So,
it's,
we'll see on
it's
that
not
one.
easy.
But I'm optimistic that she becomes a superstar as well.
Mm-hmm.
Although history's not really on her side. Most of these kids grow up and they hardly emulate their parents.
Yeah, that's true. Don't happen.
We'll see how it goes. In other talk, as mentioned before, Julian Alfred, she arrived home and it was a rapturous welcome and a
Oh
massive
yeah.
crowd. And I don't know, everything that she's getting, she truly deserves, though, Ingle.
Yeah, yeah. She's gotten a lot of things. She's now the ambassador, tourism
As
ambassador. She's been
ambassador,
people. I didn't see it, but I saw some of my friends talking about on Facebook, talking about and WhatsApp about her singing. She was singing along to something, and she has a good voice as well.
yeah,
And
that's true.
but yeah, seeing there was a concert in her honor as well,
Anna, yeah, yeah. And they gave
and
her
there was I think the
EC
country
one
gave us
million, yeah, 1 million EC dollars.
1 million or something.
Yeah, they did, and they renamed the highway in her name, and they're gonna build a monument in her honor. So a lot of things are really, really showing up for her, and I'm really, really happy. As you know, they call her Juju, so big up Juju over there in
Juju,
St.
yeah.
Lucia. So she's done really, really well. And I think then she got even a complimentary week-long stay at Sandals
Sandals, yes.
across the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So,
Yes. I'm
really,
sure
really,
I'm sure that's one is for publicity, but if she shows up at any sandals, I'm happy to just tell her, sure, just come in.
yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yes.
So kudos to her. I'm happy to see that they're giving her all of this. Fiala Fana also from Dominica won. I don't see, I mean, they gave her a little stuff. I don't think they went overboard as they're going
No,
I
they
shouldn't say
haven't.
overboard because, I mean, I think she deserves every inch of it. So, but I'm happy to see what she's getting. And as I mentioned, I spoke to her a couple years ago in Guadeloupe and a
Mm-hmm.
wonderful, wonderful young lady. So, extremely happy. And she does not hold back from representing her country. She
Right.
has, like, I've seen other people from the Caribbean saying, should I change allegiance? And no. she has never even thought about that. She's St. Lucian. She's going to do it for her country, and she's going to make everybody proud there, and she did.
Yes, and I'm happy to see her doing that and representing her country very proudly. So
Absolutely.
she is wonderful. That's wonderful to see, and just hope she gets some good time off, rest, stay healthy, and come back
Come
and
back again for the
continue.
World Championships next
Yeah,
year, so we'll
yeah.
see how that goes. Back in Jamaica for a second, so
Hmm.
a lot of people felt after the Olympics, Shirley and Fraser Price would be totally done. But now suddenly she's staying coy and pretending as if she doesn't know. So I don't know. Are you a betting man? Are you betting that she's done, or do you think she's going to come back next year?
I I don't think she's done because I don't think she feels that she would have gone out the way she wanted to.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
don't think she's done. So I wouldn't be surprised that she tried to make the world's team and
I,
come back.
you know what? For now, I'm on the other side of the fence. I think she wants to go out with something, a
Hmm.
championship, great memories, or something. And I'm just not sure if she's going to be confident coming back and going out there to take on Julian Alfred or Shakari Richardson, who may just put her in her place on the track. So let's see, that's a tricky one for me, but I hope she does. If she does have the talent and the time to do it, I think she should give it a shot for sure.
Yes, I think she probably had some injuries that she didn't get
Yeah,
over
she gonna
this.
quite get over. And as you get older, it takes, as you know, Ingle, you get older, the weight you put on the belly never comes off, or it takes so long to
No,
come off. It's like it
take
never
long.
moved.
Take
Injuries is the same.
Yeah, injuries are the same exactly. So
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know. We'll see how that goes. Finally, in track and field, well, more than track and field, it's more the Olympics now. Is that they're getting some concern about the visa backlog. So we have the 2026 World Cup, of course, Canada, US, and Mexico, and the
Hmm.
2028 Olympics in LA. And it's a huge event for tourists, as you know,
Yeah.
and athletes to be there. So they have some concerns that, are they going to be able to go through all these applications in time for these events? So a visa backlog can come to back them up their ass. So hopefully they figure out what to do to get this moving along, because the last thing you want is you can't even go to watch the Olympics.
I know,
Come,
the last
yeah,
thing, yeah.
it's definitely
It's
the
no
last
good.
thing.
Well, I guess if people from outside can't go, the Americans will fill the stadium.
Or they probably pay
But
them to fill it up. But who knows?
pay them, yeah.
The Americans seem to not be so keen about the Olympics anymore. Anyway, we'll see how that one goes.
Yeah.
All right. You got anything else for track and field?
No, that's it for track and field for me.
Okay. All right, we can talk a little football, soccer, whichever side you're on. So we say football. So this week was the Canadian Championships, and it was Vancouver versus Toronto. And yeah,
It was all
Toronto
right.
couldn't
Where
figure out
was
how to
it?
score. Vancouver couldn't figure out to score. So they had to go to penalties. And for the third year in a row, Vancouver won. They won on 4-1 penalties. So
Mm.
kudos to them. Congrats, defending champions, and they're doing really, really well. So good job by Vancouver. I'm in Toronto, so I'm disappointed that Toronto didn't find a way to win. But a good game. Good game. We also had the Canadian men's soccer team. They went out and over the last couple of weeks, they beat the US, first time in a very, very long time, and then
Yes.
a draw with Mexico. So they're on a little roll, and they climbed to number 38, 2 spots up from 40 to 38. So they're moving on up, Inga, moving on up in the
Yeah,
FIFA World Rankings.
they're going up, yeah.
So we'll
And,
see how far they
they
can
have a
go.
couple of games coming up, I think, later,
Yes,
early next month.
month, yeah, yeah. We'll see what they're doing those. Still sticking with Canada for a bit. Canadian great female soccer player Christine St. Clair, the all-time leading goal scorer in international football. She retired from international football last year, but now she has decided she's going to retire from all football at the end of this National Women's Soccer League season in
Hmm.
November. So she's going to be out fully, finally, 41 years old, did everything you could ask for herself, for her country, for her family. Kudos to her, and may she enjoy her time away from the sport. But at the end of the year, Canadian great Christine Sinclair will be finally retired at 41 years old.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's going to be so emotional for her because she's been
Can you
so
imagine?
good.
Can you imagine that?
Can you imagine you've done something most of all of your life, and
Life, yeah. And
now,
everybody loves her. She has given so much to the country. So
mhm.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably going to be emotional.
Yeah,
Now we have this guy over there in England. Well, he's Argentinian. Emiliano Martinez, Aston Villa goalkeeper, Argentina's goalkeeper. I know at the World Cup when Argentina won, he took that trophy and he put it in his crutch and started to do whatever he does.
right.
And a lot of people didn't like it, and he did it again. So they have now suspended him for offensive behavior, which is about time. So he's been banned for playing for Argentina for the next 2 games because of that. And I don't know. You agree with that, English? Should he have gotten
Yeah,
more?
I was just gonna say he's lucky it's only 2 games
Yeah,
because it's
disgusting behavior.
repeatedly doing that. You
Yeah,
can't, you know. Yeah,
disgusting behavior. Yeah, I don't know. They beat Chile and he did it again. It's like, why would you do that, man?
right. Yeah.
You're a big man now, man.
First
Grow
time
up.
you could say was just excitement, but
Yeah,
this
yeah,
time it's like repeating it is not. No.
that's ridiculous. On the other side, his teammate Lionel Messi, he made history. He scored 2 goals in 4 minutes after he returned from his injury layoff. So he was gone for 3 months.
Hmm.
Didn't play for 3 months, and his first game back, he scored 2 goals in 4 minutes and had an assist as well. So this guy's just something next level great, I must say. I don't know. So many accolades for
He's,
Messi, but yeah,
yeah, he's very good. He's a lot of accolades, but I still I'm not there with him as the greatest.
no,
Never.
no, no. I think he's not in the top 2. But but he became the fastest player in league history to record 15 goals and 15
Yes,
assists. And he did that in only 19 games. So he did that in 10 games less than anyone else. So yeah, he's definitely next level, good, especially over here in
in the
North America.
MLS. Yeah.
So he's fantastic. Before we go, just over there in England, a war started up between Arsenal and Manchester City. And the war words, and these two are good friends, Arteta and Guardiola. So it's gonna see how it plays out here. But you see they get on each other's nerves, and I think Arteta came out and said, "I love him." So
Mhm.
he doesn't think anything's gonna change his relationship with them, but they're beginning to nerves are flying all over the place now. And
Yes.
yeah, you have Haaland throwing the ball at the Arsenal defender and saying things to Arteta. So yeah, I don't know.
It's yeah. I saw some things on the BBC News I was watching, and yeah, it's not good.
It's good for it's going to draw a lot of attention to both teams,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, I don't think it's what I
Not good for
expected.
Manchester today, though. They draw with Newcastle United. They
Yeah, it's
draw
a
1-1.
tough game, but I
Yeah,
mean, I'm not unexpected. Newcastle's playing well, and
yeah.
I think they just because of this fight with Arsenal, I think this is what happened.
That's what. Yeah, I think so.
Their mind wasn't there, man.
Arsenal's up 2-0 over Leicester City. Chelsea's up 4-2 at halftime.
They're on a nice little roll now, so let's
They're
see
on
if
a
they can
nice roll.
continue.
Yeah.
See if they can continue.
So we're just about out of time. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the rest of the weekend and be safe, everyone.
Have a fantastic weekend, everyone. See you next week.